evening, viewers, and welcome to Greenmouth Media. My name is Stella, and I'm your host for today's event. Today, we'll be looking into an insight into the Akoko-Edo Development Association, and we have a special guest in our studios today by the name of Dr. Charles Chagun. So, Dr. Charles Chagun is a regulatory affairs professional with over 30 years of experience in the US. He's very interested in transformation of rural and neglected communities. So, Dr. Charles, welcome to our studio. Please, could you tell us more about yourself?
Thank you for having me, and thanks to Greenmount for this opportunity to interact. My name, as you said, is Charles Jargon, and I'm a regulatory and medical affairs professional based in the US with over 30 years experience, both the US laws and in terms of regulation of medical devices and international. Currently, I'm around. I'm in Nigeria to look into ways of helping my community, that is Akoko-Edo Development Association, also known as Akoko-Edo Forum. So I'm here to answer any questions that you may have relating to that, so that we can shed more light on what we do at Akoko-Edo Development Association. Thank you.
Okay, welcome, sir. Very welcome to us. So, from my understanding, I learned that you are one of the key members of the Akoko-Edo Development Association or Akoko-Edo Development Forum. You're one of the key members. So, what led to the creation of this forum? What was the rationale behind creating this forum?
Okay, I would say the Akoko-Edo Development Association, also known as I said, Akoko-Edo Forum, is a necessity that is a child of necessity that came to being about 3 years ago, following some massive discovery that some of the roads that were constructed in Akoko-Edo were substandard, and some of us rallied around with few members from Akoko-Edo that something has to be done. The Akoko-Edo narrative has to change. We came together. We invited other members from other critical stakeholders from Akoko-Edo to come together so that we can take ownership of our destiny, because we've suffered enough, because Akoko-Edo has been marginalized as a local government in Edo State and within the nation, because we lack major federal presence in our local government. That's why we formed Akoko-Edo Development Association, and we have a team of 6 or so members known as the Select Committee that provide the leadership of this association. And we have various committees that have specialists. We have specialists and experts in various fields that help to run this association. So we cut across different sectors of the society in trying to see that Akoko-Edo narrative is changed. That's how we came about the formation of Akoko-Edo Forum.
Okay, thank you, sir. But from what I heard now, your major, your major reason for formation of this group was you said you want to be bad or neglected or something. That cannot just be the only reason for the group. So as a group, I believe that there are goals and objectives when setting up a group. What are your aims? What do you aim to achieve with the group? It can't just be roads, bad roads or something.
Okay, I just use that as one of the what the catalyst that led to the creation, people coming together. As I said, the mission of Akoko-Edo Forum is to change Akoko-Edo narrative. You may ask me what was Akoko-Edo narrative before?
Okay, what was Akoko-Edo's
before we came before now. Akoko-Edo has been a neglected part of Edo State. You go to our state, go to our part of the state, it's as if we are not part of Edo State, because the roads are bad. I just came back from there about a few days ago. It took me a distance of about less than 10 miles. Took me 1 hour to commute. So these are some of the reasons why we formed that. And I said the mission is to ensure that we participate actively, we take ownership of our destiny as the people from that part of the country or that part of the state. That look, um, the state does not end in one part of Edo North, but ends right at the borders of Akoko-Edo, which borders Ondo State, borders Kogi State, and with that, we are a gateway to the north, and we are a gateway to the west. So, being that most of the things that are being done in Edo State, Akoko-Edo does not benefit. Even human resources, even the appointments. I will tell you that we've not Akoko-Edo as the state, as the local government is, has never, nobody has been appointed as an ambassador. No, the state has been in existence since even in the early 60s. It was part of the Midwestern state. I think that's one of the only states that has remained indivisible over the last 50 years. So if you have a state, a local government that has been divided into 5 places, like now, they will be receiving money from the federal government in 5 parts. But Akoko-Edo will still be receiving one.
And it's so large.
And Akoko-Edo is like we have agriculture, we have mineral resources. Our minerals are being tapped, but you can't see anything there. You have granite all over the place. So we are here. Akoko-Edo Forum is here to give voice to the voiceless. We are voiceless. It is time for us to change our narrative. So that's where we are, and that's what we intend to do. That's our mission.
Okay, sir. Okay. So the Akoko-Edo Development Forum, you guys engage in projects that are beneficial to your place to assist your citizens. So could you list some of these projects for us that you guys as a group have come up with and executed successfully?
Okay. We don't execute projects.
Okay, so what do you do?
We provide the enabling environment. We provide the support. We provide the services because I'll give you instances. We formed a cooperative for the farmers. An instance is last year, one of the things that we've achieved is the formation of farmers cooperative. In 2024-23, Edo State shared materials to the whole local government for dry season farming, for irrigation, for dry equipment for irrigation.
Okay.
They shared it across the state. Akoko-Edo we didn't get anything because we didn't get anything because nobody was, we are not even aware. And the next thing was, do you have a cooperative? But we saw that they were using cooperative as one of the tools to deprive us of what should be rightful ours. So what we did was Akoko-Edo Forum.
From after creation of the cooperative, you're able to get fertilizers for the farmers. So would you say that this has helped their farming in Igara?
I would say I just use the cooperative as one of the examples of the things that we have done. So getting the fertilizer, these are people. Imagine somebody getting a bag of fertilizer and rejoicing.
Okay.
That's to tell you that some little things that we think are not important are important to our people. And something like that, the nitty-gritty that I just use the fertilizer, the cooperative. I'll give you an example. Okay. Akoko-Edo was like in the last 3-4 years before Akoko-Edo Forum came into play. Yeah. We're like it was a no-go zone. It was a no-go zone because of insecurity in that area. The marauders were kidnapping our people, were all over the place. But what we did was, through our security committee, we interacted with various community leaders. We provided the needed resources, working with the security agencies. We're able to, provide materials, even to the point of giving financial money to people, to members of the vigilante group, to be able to provide security 24 hours in the local government, because we took our destiny into our hands, because our people were being kidnapped right in our houses, right in our farms. People couldn't go to farms, so we had to take ownership of our destiny, and that's where we are. Even till now, we are still at the mercy of the government. The government is not doing anything for us. You've recently seen that the state government has been making appointments. Akoko-Edo is nowhere to be found. We are also, so we've been crying out, we've been doing a lot. The last time, during maybe you asked question on that, I don't know yet, when we had the last election, the last state election, the election was, Akoko-Edo said one of the agenda within the Edo North, that all the three major candidates, they came and they took Akoko-Edo issues to the fore to tell us what will be done, what they will do for Akoko-Edo. Whether the current governor there will do it, I don't know. But we made sure that they got the pulse of how we felt. And it was Akoko-Edo Forum that's become the voice of the voiceless. The people of Akoko-Edo, they've been marginalized enough. They are suffering. There's no industry there. There's no, we have resources, but nothing is being done there. That's where we have come in as a group, as a pressure group, and even to hold our elected officials accountable, because many of them, some of them now, they listen to us when we speak, because nobody has been speaking to them
that
before.
was actually going to be my next question. Like,
Yes,
do you guys have elected officials, like people from Akoko-Edo in, let's say, House of Assembly or something? You guys have members there?
Akoko-Edo, we have Akoko-Edo as a federal representative in the Federal House of Representatives, in the person of Honorable Peter Patterson. He has done some things, but the people are not happy that he has not been speaking with them.
So there's a communication breach between Akoko-Edo people and...
I don't think it's only with our honorable. I think it's generally in Nigeria. People, the elected members, they came to us before the election. After the election, they go away. But Akoko-Edo Forum is trying to hold them to their feet, that you came to us before the election, come to us after the election, tell us what you have done. But it is what it is. We've not seen them.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So we'll be going on a video break briefly. So see you when we come back.
Thank you.
Dr. Charles Jago also visited the royal palaces of His Royal Highness Oba Emmanuel Adechi Saiki II, JP, Ushinoyi Arubijijo, the Otaru of Igara Kingdom, and the paramount traditional ruler of Igara Akoko clan, His Royal Highness Oba Okishimede Eshimukai Idogu III, JPON, the Olope of Okwe Kingdom, and His Royal Highness Billy Obaiton, the Olososo of Ososo Kingdom. He also visited Mr. P.K. Moses-owned green farms at Tigara and National Museum, Oja, promising to continue his visit to other Akoko-Edo royal fathers and other important places of immense socio-economic and development value to Akoko-Edo on his subsequent visit.
Welcome back, Dr. Charles.
Thank you for having me.
So, I will discuss this video we just heard. So it's actually a video of you paying a visit to some of the monarchs, some of your rulers around Igara and neighboring communities. So, what necessitated that visit?
Okay, Akoko-Edo Forum, we work with our communities directly. Akoko-Edo has about 42 to 43 communities.
In that
Yes, in that local government, we have about 42 to 43 communities.
And they each had their rulers.
We have clans, so
Okay.
some communities come together to form a clan. Like Igara is Igara Kingdom and Akoko clan. we have the Okpe clan.
Okay.
So we have different clans all over there. So each clan might comprise of.
Welcome back. We apologize for the technical glitch. So Dr. Charles is in the studio with us and he's been explaining on his visit to the various clans at Akoko-Edo. Akoko-Edo. So, sir.
Yes, I was saying that you asked me why did we embark on the visit to the various the clan heads and the traditional rulers. Um, I said Akoko-Edo Forum will work with critical stakeholders, the monarchs, and the various chiefs are an integral part of how we engage and do things in the communities. So the traditional rulers are very important in what we do, like the security. Without the involvement of the traditional rulers, it will be practically impossible to engage the various communities in securing our domain. And if you look at it, the traditional rulers that I visited are the key traditional rulers in Akoko-Edo. You know, you have the Otaru of Igara, His Royal Highness Oba Adeche Saiki. We have the Olope of Okpe, uh, His Royal Highness Iduga. We have the Olope of, the Olososo of Ososo was recently installed. So we visit, and these are major towns in Akoko-Edo, and this not neglecting or not looking down on any other traditional lab. We had to select because of the time and because of the roads, as I said, are very bad. So we had to just select like that.
Okay, sir. So we understand that you are the chairman of your select committee. So, and I also learned that a lot of your members live in diaspora, just like you. You guys live outside Nigeria. So how do you connect these people outside the country with the base at Igara, Akoko-Edo? How do you connect them?
Okay, that's the power of technology. Um, and number one, the power of technology and the power of the will to change the narrative, because the people are tired, the people are fed up of being neglected and not accorded their due rights, not accorded what is due to them. So we have, as I said, we have 6 members of the select committee. These are professionals in their own right. They cut across different professions and they live both in the diaspora and in Nigeria. So we're able to communicate. Our communication is seamless. We use various tools. We have specialists in IT. Even to the rural area, the rural villages, everybody, most of the villages in Akoko-Edo are connected virtually. So we don't have issues, mobilizing whenever we need to mobilize. So that's what I will say, that it's not a challenge to us.
Okay. So from our previous discussions, you say you guys don't embark on projects. Rather, you do something like an is it initiative or something like something similar. So I'm wondering, like you said, you came up with the cooperative. Came up with cooperative. So could you tell us something else you guys came up with aside the cooperative? Then sorry, I'm not done. Then after that, I want to know how do you guys come about funding for these things? Because the government has been ignoring Akoko-Edo as a local government. So I want to know how you guys come up with the funding to execute these initiatives.
Okay, I'll give an example again. We have numerous examples. And one of I go back to the recent election that took place in Edo State. When election for the governorship of Edo State took place before the last one, they just come and visit. But this time around, you saw the videos that went viral of us interviewing the current Governor Okpebolo, then he was Senator Okpebolo. We asked them questions about what are your plans for Akoko-Edo. We asked them specific questions. The same thing went for uh, Barrister Olumide Akpata and Dr. Aswe Igodalo. So before it would have been just a walkthrough. Okay. But now with Akoko-Edo Forum, we're able to hold them, come and talk to our people, come and tell us what you will do for our people. So whoever the governor is now, we have a record of what he said he was going to do, and we are going to hold him to his feet on that. This also, we've written the governor. For example, we had an entourage that visited the former governor Obaseki through his deputy. We went to the deputy's office and he promised us things will be done. We have only been receiving promises. We brought the issue of Ojirami Dam to the fore when the campaign was going on, the last one. The Ojirami, now the current governor, said that he was going to build a dam and he was going to build 400 megawatts of electricity in Ojirami. So, these are the kind of things that we've attracted. Our roads are bad. We've been shouting and we've written to the Minister for Works, bringing attention to the deplorable state of the roads. So we've been doing that. We have whatever program that is coming out in the state or outside the state, we collect this information before nothing like that went out. So we send it to our people so that our people are aware. Example again, the current member of the State Assembly from constituency 2, as I said, Honorable Donald Okogbe, helped us in providing the logistics to move fertilizers from Benin City. Before it will lay there, somebody else from within Benin will just pick it up because nobody could bring it to Edo State. Because they will just say, oh, we've given Akoko-Edo. How does it get to our state, to our part of the state? Will be a question. Also, I could give example on and on and on and on of what we've been doing, what we plan to do, and the major thing is to get our people involved and take ownership of our destiny. If the government fails us, our people should not fail. We should not fail ourselves. And you said you had a question about funding. The generosity of our people has no limit because our people have been providing the resources we use to provide for the vigilante groups. Our people have been providing the resources we use for our agribusinesses.
So no government funding at all?
No, government? That's strange to me that you're mentioning government. We don't receive anything from government. Whatever we do is the personal resources of our members. So I want to also use the opportunity to thank our members who every time when we call on them, they come up with their hard-earned resources to support the vision, to support the change narrative agenda.
Okay. So I have just one more question. So right now, most of your initiatives are, should I call them major initiatives like fertilizer for the farmers, your bad roads and everything. So I'll take you to the grassroots, or at least to the least person in Akoko-Edo. So I know there are families that find it difficult to go to school or how do I call it now, healthcare and everything. So ADA is not interested in those aspects, assisting people in healthcare or education.
Okay, I'll give it is better to build institution than to give handouts. We recently, Akoko-Edo Forum took it upon itself to build, to register, or should I say, to work with the Nigerian Social Insurance and Nigerian Social Health Insurance Scheme to provide health insurance to our people, because the people, many of them are poor, they can't afford basic health. So what we now did was, since this federal government program is there, Akoko-Edo Forum tapped into it to provide healthcare, health insurance for our people, so that they can even visit the hospital specified. Although we have only few hospitals we have the general hospital there.
Okay.
Whether it's working or not working, at least there's an hospital that they can go to. Yes. So, and once they present this insurance there, it goes a long way. Do you know that most of our members paid for it for people they don't even know? You talk about what do we do? The example, our health committee.
There's a health committee.
We have different committees.
Oh, okay.
The health committee went to many secondary schools across the 10 wards in the local government. Okay. They provided sanitary pads to children, to female children. Our members have established industry with their own resources just to provide employment for our people, especially in agriculture. We have the Jad Rock farms. We have the Next Stream farms. Our people also, they have sunk boreholes with their resources. People have provided, I'm sure your MD himself provided street lights in some parts of the state. We have different people. Even Dr. Akande provided street lights in some parts of Igara, not waiting for the government. When you go to Edo, Akoko-Edo, some streets are well lit, not by the government, but by the people, through Akoko-Edo Forum. Encouraging people to go back and do something within the community. I recently went there. It was a bowl provided by our members that people are fetching water for. So, not that we as association don't do it directly. We encourage our members to do all these things. So that's where we are, and that's what we do.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So this forum has really been helping Akoko-Edo as a whole. So we hope that you as a group will keep doing more. So I have another question. What should we expect from the group going forward? Because you guys have started really nice. Agriculture, lighting, water, provision of sanitary pads, among others. So are there other projects coming up, research don't use projects, or other initiatives coming up?
Yes.
That we should expect?
One of our initiatives right now is to encourage our people to go back to farm. Encourage our people, even those in the diaspora, to invest in our not in farming, invest in our community. Encourage our people, whatever business you think will make a difference. Yeah. Even our youth, the issue of drugs and the rest, we encourage our people to get involved in mentoring the youth to think positive, to do away with things like that. So we have so many things ongoing, and we want to hold our elected officials accountable. That's our goal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on our show today. We hope to see you much later, and we hope the Akoko-Edo Development Association keeps doing what it's doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, and good luck to